this phone. Hello, just testing audio. Testing audio. Testing audio. Okay, yeah, perfect. Boom. Let me get this up and this up. There we go. Perfect. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Nah. Hello, Chris. Hello, Zoe. Hello, hello, Lady H. Hello, MC. Hello, Philly. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Let me move this over here. Put this like this. How's everyone's weekends been? Plug it into here. Hello from Dundee, Scotland. Hello, hello in Scotland. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if everything's all good. You can hear, see me. Everything's all good. To those who are new to the live, what we tend to do is, let me just move this over a little bit. There we go. What we tend to do is have a quick catch up, see how everyone is. Then from there, we get into the charts, come up with a plan for tomorrow, and answer any questions along the way. Hello, Danny. Hello, Jono. See the size of the gap when Asia opens. Yeah, it's always been interesting market open lately. Loud and clear. Perfect. Everyone's had a good weekend. Me too. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Let me know what you've got up to. And yeah. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Craig. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hello, Heath. Heath, how's the run going? Heath's doing, member of the community, absolutely amazing, guys. Doing a mile a day for charity, which is amazing. Hello, Jason. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, but how is everyone? How's everyone's days going? Hello, Leanne. To those who are on the live on Thursday night, actually, we were talking about this move down to just below 45.50 as well. There was just loads and loads and loads of orders there, this previous high there. We did actually see that come Friday, which was really nice. Members had a huge... Hello, Nisi. Hello, Sean. Hello, hello, hello. Members had a huge Friday, which was really, really, really cool to see. I mean, we saw record profits on Friday, which was mental. It was crazy. So really, really nice day Friday. Hello, Jay. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Trusted Soul. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, let me know how the weekend's been, guys, and then we'll get up to we'll get into the charts, come with a plan for tomorrow. And yeah, so should be going into some interesting price action. Like Lady H says, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting market open. Lately, you know, markets open, they're just huge gaps in every which direction. Most of the time, gaps up. So we'll see how that comes out. Hello, Paul. Hello, Patrick. Friday was my biggest day. Nice, Patrick. Yeah, saw some huge profits. Genuinely, just massive. I'm going to move this that way. Genuinely just some massive profits on Friday. Like multiple members hitting 10k plus in a day, which is you know, insane. Darren. Hello, Graham. Hello. A chilled one trading, going back to work tomorrow and miss most of the good trades. That's unfortunate, Jordan. You'll hopefully be out of it soon. But yeah, guys, if you do enjoy the live, by the way, double tapping the screen does help spread the live out a bit. And if you do have any questions throughout the live, then please don't hesitate to drop a comment on the live and let me know, and I'll happily go into detail. So we're buying at 45.62, 45.58. It's an all-time high then. We'll see, Jay. Is that what you're looking at? Full port, I think, Jay. Oh, God. Dreading it. Hopefully it's not too bad, Jordan. Hello, Raj. Hello. So let's just get straight into price action then. So, okay, most obvious thing I'm going to mark up here is just this trend line here. So I don't just trade purely off trend lines. I do like them as sort of structure at the charts, though, kind of like scaffolding when you're building a building. So that's nice. This trend line here is still valid because we didn't have a candle close below it. I am going to drag this fixed volume range across there. So for those who are new to the live, fixed volume ranges, they show you volume at a specific price. So most of the time when you go onto a chart, you'll see volume. Hello, Lee. Most of the time you'll see volume at a specific time. I want to see volume at a specific price because then that allows me to use that in confluence with other things to get a very high probability zone to take trades from. So this is a volume profile here. And so we've got the value area high, value area low, point of control. When price goes below the value area low, I'm looking for buys. When price goes above the value area high, I'm looking for sells. And then those ideas are posted inside the private group. If you want some more information on that, let me know as well. Seems like a lot of people looking around 45, 40, 45, 50. We'll see. If we gap up through trend line, I'm buying on the retest and targeting all-time high. Okay, that sounds good as well. Look, retests of this trend line here, very nice. This one here, I mean, this is just going to be a beautiful, beautiful zone, to be honest. A breakout from here, so sort of gap up, retest of this one, with maybe confluence from these previous lows and this point of control, probably a naked point of control from Friday as well, will be very, very, very nice. So looking forward to that. I think we closed at the naked point of control of Friday, so we'll see what that looks like. Actually, we've got the naked point of control up here, so that's very likely that we tap that very early on. The naked point of control, by the way, is the highest volume node from a previous bit of price action. So it's where the most volume was transacted during that period of time. So obviously it's going to be a strong level because there was a lot of volume there. Hello DB. Hello Ahmed. Hello. But yeah, let me know what you're looking for at the charts and we'll sort of come with a plan. If you do have any questions throughout, then please let me know. Hello Louis. Hello. Hello Chief Paul. I think one more falling pendant. I think one more fall pending from 46.30. What makes you say 46.30 and Ankit? What makes you say 46.30? We did have Craig in the group who literally called the top perfectly last week. It was pretty crazy actually. But yeah, let's see what we can find. So the problem is there's not much in this area now. We've kind of took it all out on this high here. But we can do, in case we do sort of come down, we can have buy levels in play. So let's mark up this wick here to this high. Make sure it is at the wick. I'm on the 30-minute time frame right now. This is between the 30-minute, the 24-minute, 30-minute, and 15-minute is where I mark up my charts, where I mark up my levels, and then I look for confirmations on the lower time frames. So looking for confirmations on the 3-minute, 5-minute, etc. Okay, I'm gonna get that off. Get this off here. Okay, we've still got this nice level here. So previous high, golden pocket here. Doesn't need to go out all the way. So prev high. It's probably a lot more in this area as well, but we'll keep it at that for the time of being. Hello, Yusuf. Hello. And we do have the psychological level of 4,500 there as well, so just underneath it. Obviously, these psychological levels, 4,500, 4,600, 4,400, they're important levels and definitely levels to keep in mind. Let's get this off. This was actually a level that was given in the group. This was. So let's get rid of this. Let's zoom in a bit. How's everyone's last week? Good week for everyone. Max, White McLaren, Lush 720S. Yeah, it was a good week last week, Louis. Really good week. Again, a lot of members had record profit days on Friday, which is absolutely amazing. So that's obviously really good to see. And then yeah, the McLaren Louis is a death trap. That car wants to hurt you. It's definitely if anyone here is looking at getting their first supercar, definitely everyone says it, but do not go for McLaren. They are terrifying. So yeah. Hello Ash. I'll chart downwards from 4-hour time frame and then enter on 3 minutes with VWAP divergence. That is sensual. Love that, Jay. And yeah, VWAP divergences are so strong. I mean, Jay uses them all the time. They're very strong. And then starting at the higher time frames is obviously very important as well. Getting your bias, like high time frame bias on the 1 hour, 4 hour is very good. I think it's a key tip that anyone can sort of take into their trading is having sort of 3 separate time frames. So having your higher time frame can be like 1 hour, 4 hour. That's where you gauge the environment. And then your midterm time frame, that's where your setup time frame, that's where you're actually marking up your levels. And that can be like, let's say 15-minute or 30-minute in that range. And then your execution time frame, which is normally 10 times lower than your midterm time frame. So for me, 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minute. And that's where you're actually looking for confirmations to enter your trades when you come down to those levels. And you can look for all types of things, candlestick patterns, divergences, etc. Yeah, nice. Yeah, they were. See that I got the literally exact tops. Like it was pretty insane. So some massive profits there as well, which was really, really, really nice. Yeah, seems like on form last week, and then Leon caught a beautiful sell as well on I think that was Friday, which was really nice. Lamby, yeah, most likely a gap on open. We'll see how it goes though. Hello, the ghost. Hello, hello, hello. I made £350 from £50 since Friday, just using support and resistance. Nice, Humble. Yeah, keeping things simple, just basic support and resistance can be very strong. There's no need to, especially starting out, there's no need to overcomplicate things a ton at all. Just proper risk management, proper trade management, and just basic support and resistance to give you a slight edge can really build up those fundamentals. You can always add stuff later on, but just getting those core fundamentals when beginning is very, very powerful. And by the way, guys, let me know if you do have any questions regarding trading in general, regarding the private group, regarding anything I'm going over, and I'll happily re-go over them at the same time. But yeah, really nice work, Humble. Really, really, really nice. Okay, so we do have this one level here, one buy level here, and then we'll keep marking up some levels and see what's going on here. One thing which is important is we have broke out of this this pennant. We were looking at this pennant on Friday as well. Broke out to the downside, now coming up for a retest. This is something to look at come market open as well. VWAP is shooting to the upside though, not much divergences there, so that's something to factor in as well. Yusuf, I did see you message in the Discord about that. We can work around that though. We can get it sorted, Yusuf. Good anniversary, Max. Yeah, very, very good, very good. I went to this crazy hotel, which was insane. I should have done like a room tour or something, but I don't know. I just kind of liked being there. But yeah, it was really, really cool. 46.33. If it opened up there, I'd be pretty concerned. I don't think it'll open that far, but we'll see. anything can happen. How was your weekend? It was good XPR, really, really good. So yeah, busy. Had like an anniversary on Friday, which was really, really good. And yeah, just very, very busy weekend. So yeah, and then been sorting a lot of stuff out in the background. Shout out to Ting as well. Been sorting a lot of stuff out there as well. Hello, Light Always. Louis. No further comment. How you doing, like always? Hello, Craig. How's your weekend? Craig the Wizard. I couldn't agree more. My buy position is running from 46.85. Let's see where your buy position's running from there. Hello, Bullish. That gap open would be crazy. Look, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Hello, Susie. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, how do you think Trump tariffs will affect price? So obviously, Trump tariffs, he constantly brings them out and then takes them back and then changes them. So going off that is pretty difficult. I think the main thing which is moving the market right now, well, one of the main factors still to do with Trump is his, I don't know what the most apt word is. I am going to say hatred for big man Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman. He's just going after him with a vengeance. His most recent speech at the Detroit Financial Club, or whatever the speech thing's called, he basically slated him the entire time. So if he does get what he wants, which is Jerome removed and someone else put in there to lower interest rates, then that will obviously have a huge impact on gold to the upside. So that's I think the biggest thing to look at right now. How's everyone doing? Good, Craig. Good, Craig. Hello, Lazy Queen. I'm drained from camping Google Forms all day. Chris, you sent me the journal, wasn't it? A lot on tonight. We've all missed you, Max. Appreciate that, Katie. Yeah, we do have a lot on, and welcome to everyone new. Drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. It's always good to see new faces as well. One of the first Telegram videos you did was when you said we're going to make a plan of markup charts and let Trump ruin them. Yeah, Yusuf. I mean, it's pretty apt. That's kind of been the past like year or two. You make a plan, it's really solid, and then Trump hops on the mic and does some crazy stuff. There was a period of time. It was about a month long when he was like going off one on the tariffs. Like, oh, it felt like every day he was doing something crazy with tariffs, and it was a month where it was the craziest price action I have seen in all of my years trading. It was ridiculous. It was the craziest thing ever. And during that month period, it was just after about 2 weeks, I think everyone just came to the conclusion, like, we have no idea what's going on. Like, who knows what's going on inside this guy's head? It was crazy, and that was when it was just tariff talk all of the time. Yeah, it's crazy, Craig. Really nice. A newbie here. Hello, Carol. Well, let us know if you've got any questions, and I'll happily answer. Hello, Sai. Even Max had a great chat with Adam in support today. What a top guy. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, Adam is an absolute beast. For those who are in the private group and you haven't already, definitely having a call with Adam, checking in with him. He's got a really good head on his shoulders. Really nice guy. And he really knows what he's talking about. So definitely, make use of him. You can just book in a call with him whenever. And yeah, that's really good. And hopefully Jay is hopping fully into the support soon. We'll see come tomorrow. He's got a meeting tomorrow. For those who are unaware of that situation, basically Jay joined the group, I don't know how many months ago now, and he was making a few £100 here, a few £100 there. Now he's scaled up to making tens of thousands of pounds a month. He's made well over 6 figures trading, and we want him to be like a support in the group and everything like that. But the Navy, where his job is, they literally won't let him go, and it's an absolute pain. So he's trying to get out of that and go full time, but they literally won't let him. But he does have a big meeting tomorrow, so hopefully that comes sooner rather than later, and then he'll be hopping on the support as well in the group, which is really good. Celeb. I think Adam does have celeb status inside the group. Oh, nice, Jono. Really good. Alan, that was an important conversation, though. I think we had an in-depth conversation with the private funding service we have inside the private group, and that was a really productive conversation to sort of highlight all of that. But it is to really understand it. There's a few. It started to get a bit advanced, basically. So yeah, but it was a very productive conversation. Hope it goes well, Jay. We need you back. I think, yeah, that would be very good. Very relevant, very professional discussion. Yeah, definitely. Really good. So happy we had that, and I hope that did shed some light on some things as well, which is really good. Yeah, it looks much more red today. You took some weird shampoo last night. No, I haven't got my normal lights on. So I've just got like no lighting really. I've just got just normal. I'll move this down a little bit. There we go. I've just got normal lighting on, so it's not as I don't know. This light's a bit orange, so hopefully I don't look ginger. I'm looking at you, Yusuf. From previous chat, when you say scaling up on a trade, do you mean if you're in profit to place more trades in the same direction? Thanks. Yeah, John. So when I mean like adding to a winning position, something which is very important is I think we can conclude that losing traders add to losing positions. This happens all of the time. You when you start trading, you think, okay, it's going against me. I'm going to add to the position. So excuse me, as a byproduct of that, we can see that, okay, winning traders add to winning positions. Why is this? If you enter a trade and it goes your way, you've proven that the idea behind the trade is correct. Okay, you were correct. So why try and cap those losses? Why not move your stop loss up, move it to break even, add to the position on pullbacks, and then you've just got in at a great entry. Why not add on pullbacks, take partials at highs, and just keep on doing that and squeeze the most out of the position? This is something I do all of the time. I not on every trade, but majority of trades I do add to winning positions, and I think it's a really, really good idea. So that's what I mean by adding to winning positions. You're basically adding, once your trade's in profit, you're adding on pullbacks. Okay, it's good that you put that in, Jono. Timothy Strawberry Blonde. Max, when you're giving out free, you funded account. We'll see about that one. We'll see. I'm new here. Literally have zero idea what I'm doing. Hello, Jenna. So Jenna, how familiar are you with trading? Have you traded before? Let us know. You're definitely in the right place to learn and start off with a very, very good like sort of basis of understanding. Definitely. My screenshots in the winning trades from Friday showing adding to winning trades, by the way. Yeah, nice, Craig. Yeah, it's so good to do. Like, it's so nice. Definitely helped me. Ginger deny. Yusuf, not again. Yeah, but Max, you don't understand, the Navy need him. Correction, ColezTrades needs him. I feel for him. He has so much talent. I agree. He has a ton of talent. He really, really does. And yeah, they're just literally not letting him leave, and it just doesn't make any sense, really. Like, he's made it very clear for months now that that he's making a lot of money from trading and that he wants to follow that opportunity. And I think as people in a position of authority, e.g. his captains over him, they need to see that he is blossoming in this other industry, and they need to, instead of constricting that, they need to fuel that. It's just an interesting situation. On the stocks, not sold anything. Okay, Jenna. So very much brand new to trading. So that's really good. So first off, like, do you know what trading is? Like, the basis of trading and how we make money from it? And it's good that you've invested in stocks. I mean, it's always good to invest. This does have RSI integrated into it, but I don't really use it. I have RSI switched off. Max, I had my best week last week since joining you funded. Nice, MC Zach. Really nice. That's amazing to hear. And then also with a private funding service that we have inside the group, they've also, from I believe next month, payouts are within like a few minutes. Like, it's really quick payouts because they've like fully migrated their system now. So that's really, really good as well. In the Navy, you sign up for so many years, but I think you can buy yourself. That's crazy to say you can buy yourself out. That's ridiculous. I mean, I think Jay would have definitely bought himself out if that was an option that he had available to him. But in his situation, like, they literally just won't let him. Like, it's crazy. And even we were on a call just earlier, and he was saying literally every single avenue to get out, they wouldn't let him. Yeah, MGV using Awanda's price data is definitely better for that. Awanda or Vantages. I'd set up and use that indicator, please, Max. Yusuf, there is one by Adam, and then I've got one coming out soon. It's fully recorded. I'm pretty sure it's just being edited. I need to go to my editor and finish that up with him. I did it last weekend. So yeah, you got Adam's, and then you have one from me very soon. Kind of understand the real basic level of trading. Okay, Jenna, so basically in trading, what we're looking to do is we're looking to form a small edge over the market to basically pull small amount of profits out over time. And so when we buy, if price goes up, we make money. When we sell, if price goes down, we make money. And so we're looking for very, very high probability trades where if we enter a sell, price does indeed go down and we can profit. And then also, I think the best way for you to sort of progress and move forward as a trader is definitely to join the private community, where we send out the exact trades that are being taken, analysis. We've got courses. We've got Adam, Jay on the support. You can just literally have a call straight away and get run through everything. We've got everything you need really in there, and there is a lot to unpack with trading. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jenna. Trading is hard, and it does take time to really learn. You can jump in. And if you follow what's being said, you can do well. But in terms of taking it to that really next level, you will need to be dedicated. But we have the resources to enable you to really take it to that next level. Yeah, Brandon, it's a good live, good live. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live, double tapping the screen does help spread the live about. And if you do have any questions regarding trading, regarding the private group, anything like that, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat and let me know. Yeah, an Asia Live Monday, I do agree with Brandon, is a bit risky. Jenna, you would really welcome in the private group. It is free and so supportive. Appreciate that, Lady H, and I completely agree. Well, a lot of messages came through there. Can we simulate, let's copy what you're doing, what you're trading during live streams, etc. So Neo, on the lives I do on a night, I mainly mark up charts and come up with a plan for tomorrow. So 95% of trading is planning what you're going to do. Otherwise, you're acting on emotion. So what I do on a night is I mark up my charts and I come up with a plan for the next day. So mark up areas where I'm going to be buying, mark up areas where I'm going to be selling. And then inside the private group, I post what's actually being done. So in there, you've got signals that you can follow, and then you've got analysis, you've got courses, you've got full community, you've got support to help you. If you're struggling, you can hop on a call with support, you can message me directly, etc., 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 to really ensure that you're successful in this space. And when he went, didn't even see him. Hello, Darren. Thompson, it's an issue. Wants to move to Dubai though. Yeah, who said that? Drug chest in the Navy. Tom, he has said, Jay has made it quite clear that if things don't go his way, he will take drastic measures, just because it's been a pain so far. I've tried to say, like, look, like, don't do that. It probably isn't the best option. So he's going through every single avenue he possibly can to get kicked out so he can go full-time trading. But if those don't work, then, I mean, look, I'm not going to say anything on here. Yeah, and we do have a Craig, which is also a benefit as well. Jay blows his nose with £50 note. Robert's boss winds him up. It does. His sort of superiors are getting annoyed, and I think it's understandable. If you've been in the military for X amount of years, the Navy, for X amount of years, and this young lad is making, tens of thousands of pounds a month and wants to go off and do that, wants to move to Dubai and wants to really sort of go down that trajectory, it's going to be a bit confusing for you. You're not really going to understand what's going on. Not that many people are familiar with trading in general. And so it can be a bit of a confusing situation. And so I understand why they're a bit apprehensive of letting him leave. But also, it's his choice. He's a grown man. I think he should be able to make his own choices if he does it from a level-headed approach, and he's said it for months that he wants to leave. I think keeping him captive is not it's not good. Brandon Lee on a dream team, definitely. So I've done all my structure analysis for gold next week. Every Sunday night, I do a ton of gold analysis, all my technicals and fundamentals. Nice, Curtis. That's really, really good to see. Really good to see. And definitely coming up with a plan in advance is extremely important. Trading very much isn't do this. Trading is, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. That is what trading is at its heart. It's not do this. That's super emotional. That's not based on any data, anything, okay? You need to come up with a plan in advance. That plan needs to be rigid, and then you need to execute it with confidence. And so, yeah. SMC God's going live Wednesday. Let me move this over here. Max, when the market opens, think gold is going to shoot up because of Trump on tariff over the weekend. What do you think? It probably will gap up. It probably will. Vast majority of the time, it gaps the upside. And with what's going on with Trump right now, it's more than likely that it will. But that doesn't mean enter longs as soon as market opens, etc. We've seen many times things come out that are very bullish for gold, but then the immediate reaction is like uncertain, like to the downside before a continuation to the upside. So just entering longs purely based on that on market open, no, but I think it's reasonable to assume a gap up. Drops on Friday. There was on Friday, I think this was a healthy, I wouldn't use the word healthy, but it is a good drop to have had because there was so many orders, so much liquidity. Husky said it right, open interest at this level, just below 45.50 level. I did say on the Thursday night live stream that I was looking around there, and then I also put in the private group in the morning that that we would probably drop to there as well. And then bias is still to the upside. I mean, fundamentally, gold is very strong. And so we're still maintaining bullish market structure, definitely. I mean, higher highs, higher lows. Fundamentally, it's very good. So definitely continuing with buys. Yeah, this is gold. Yeah, this is gold. But of UK are you from? I'm down in Bristol. Curtis, so I'm from just outside of Birmingham. I currently live in Dubai though, but I do go to and from the UK quite a bit now. Let me move this up here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so lower liquidity, but sometimes actually on a lot of like bank holiday days, there's actually sometimes some really nice setups. But regardless, Mondays and Fridays we're always cautious of anyway. The past few Fridays have actually been like really good. But definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I speak to so many members, and after journaling their trades just a bit, they clearly highlight that Monday and Friday are the worst days to trade. And even if you're following trades, I think it's definitely very important to gather data. And then what you can do is you can, the easiest optimization anyone can make in their trading that will improve you as a trader is to journal your trades, see what days you perform best. Maybe Monday and Friday are your worst performing days. You scrap them off. See what time of day and what session you perform best. Do you perform best during the morning, during London session? Do you perform best during New York session? And then only trading the sessions that you perform best in, okay? And then outlining, okay, after a loss on a day, do I have multiple consecutive losses? Okay, then you know after one loss, you know to stop trading for that day. Things like that can seriously just improve your trading. We've seen this with Garen in the group. Garen recently got his first payout, which was a $3,000 payout, which is, you know, absolutely amazing. And literally it's from him recently starting to journal and just having an unbelievable journal. He started journaling, got a $3,000 payout. I know it's a pain to start journaling your trades, and I know it sounds annoying, and it is, but it is probably the best thing you can do for your trading, very simply. And I saw the viewers drop a bit when I started talking about journaling, so that's how you know it works, because people don't want to do it. Katie, I'll drop that in the group when it's fully finalized. Mondays and Fridays are almost everyone's worst days. Mondays and Fridays always act weirdly. 100% agree, Curtis. 100% agree. Using your educational info in your group, what's the average time it would take for a newbie to become profitable? Mark, it really is very different for each person. Like very different. So it's difficult to get an average. Some people have a very linear progression. They start off, they've got good risk management. Normally people who haven't been in other groups, so they haven't built up bad habits. And then it's just it is a relatively smooth ride up. Other people, it takes longer, and then they just hit a clicking point and it goes. It's very different for each person, but there really is zero doubt in my mind at all that if you're in this group and you really dedicate yourself and you sort of watch the resources and listen in and everything, that you will achieve profitability. It really isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and I really do believe that. Have to meet the Navy. Yeah. Darren, we all go to the Navy base. Yeah, we all just wait outside. That sounds brilliant. Lee, what do you think that is? Max, on the fixed range volume profile, journaling is goated, I agree. On the fixed range volume profile, I pulled this the same as yours, but my point of control is just under the value area high on mine, but showing near the value area low on yours. Do you know what the reason this is? Which price data are you using? So which one are you using? So this is on FX Open, but the best one to get is on Awanda. So I've got this one here. So yours will look like this, I imagine, because I was just marking up levels I was on FX Open, but most of the time I'm on Awanda. So yours should look like this, Alan. I hope. Let's get rid of that. There's a lot of nice levels here. Let's get rid of this. Let's pull this. Let's just get this chart set up. Boom. Okay, this looks good now. But yeah, it should look like this. Do you believe to become a profitable trader, you'd have to purchase a course? No, I don't believe that you have to purchase a course to become a profitable trader. I believe most of the time that will hinder you, because most of the trading content out there is completely crap. Most of it's just repackaged ICT and SMC concepts, which I personally don't very much like, and a lot of them miss a huge thing in the trading space. So the reason why, I think looking at it from a point of view of a trader can create a course and they can outline their exact system that they use. But if they give it, and they say it's mechanical and all this, but if they give it to someone, okay, chances are that person's not going to be profitable. Okay, why is that? Why, if someone's got a course where they outline exactly what they do, why, if they give it to someone else, do they not profit? Now, it comes down to a few different reasons. Two mainly. One of them is risk management. Risk management's the most important thing. A lot of people use terrible risk management and they don't even understand what proper risk management looks like, especially in the current trading space. So risk management, hugely important, okay? You don't need to over-risk on your trades to profit over the long run. Capital is super easy to get once you're consistently profitable. And then also discretion. So discretion is a pure technical strategy, so one not including fundamentals, that requires, in my opinion, and I'm happy for anyone to go against this, but it requires discretion to make it consistently profitable, in my opinion. Now, discretion is the ability to decide when to use a system and when to not use a system. That's what actually makes it profitable. If it wasn't, then they could just code their system, turn it into a bot, and print money forever. But we all know here that bots in the retail trading space do not work and they will lose you money. And so by extension, we know that it is discretion that makes the system profitable. So you definitely can without a course, but yeah, I mean, you definitely can. Is Ninja Trading want to add with regards to journaling? It definitely works. More data is always better than less. 100% Ash, 100%. I mean, a lot of the times the ticket to profitability you already have. There's no golden ticket in trading. That's number one thing that you, once you start going down the rabbit hole of trading, you quickly realize that there's no golden ticket in trading. It doesn't exist. But if there was a golden ticket, you already have it. It's called your trade history. Okay, you've already got the data there. You can already see what you're good at, what you're bad at, where your errors are. It's in your trade history. And so that right there is unbelievably valuable. Unbelievably valuable. And so, yeah. Yeah, this is currently gold. Exactly, yeah, 100%. Was I did on Friday. stuck in a range of markets, so I changed systems and found trades. 100%, and that's something. There's a lot of videos online of people say, "I found the perfect system. I'm going to use this system forever." What? That's not how trading works. Your edge is you need to adapt to the markets. The markets are always always changing. If you use the same thing, regardless of what market you're in, regardless of what's going on, you can still profit, but you're really diminishing your gains. You need to adapt to the market you are in always, not change things completely, not jump ship, but just, let's say you're on a ship. Instead of jumping ship, just change things around a bit, okay? And adapt to the market conditions that you're in. You don't want to use a ranging system in a trending market. You don't want to use a trending system in a ranging market. Otherwise, you'll get screwed. There's so many systems out there which do objectively work on a trending market, and they perform amazingly. But as soon as they get into a ranging market, they are just screwed. And yeah. Yeah, the fixed volume range profile I use it's a tool on TradingView, and it looks like, where's mine at? It looks like this. So fixed range volume profile. That's what it looks like. It's on the left-hand side of TradingView, the fourth box down. Help me stop second guessing myself. 100%. 100%. You need to have a checklist in trading as well. So, excuse me. I think having a checklist of like, okay, prices pulled back to this level. Okay, I'm getting this, this, and this. I know what I'm risking on the trade. Just like a checklist of like 3-4 points. Okay, and you have to tick them on each trade. Will just make things so much better. You can't surf the same way on every wave. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. When you trade with so little money, it messes with your psychology. Yeah, that is true. But still, trading with money is still important in the sense of you need to numb yourself to risk in a way. And now, not disrespecting money. If you disrespect money, it'll disrespect you. But getting used to trading with money, small amount of money, is still important for your psychology and numbing yourself to that. After a losing trade, because it clarifies that you did the correct process. Unfortunately, it can still go against you. 100% agree, Andy. And look, no strategy is 100% correct every time. It doesn't work. Okay, profitable traders lose a lot. Okay, I've lost a lot. Craig's lost a lot. Well, Craig hasn't lost ever, but Leon's lost a lot. Greg's lost a lot in the group. WizKid's lost a lot. We've all lost. Okay, winning traders lose. But journaling them means you don't just lose money and that's it. You lose and you've got a lesson at the end of it. You've got the data from it. You've paid for the data of a loss, because you don't really learn anything from a winning trade. It could just be, look, you learn from losing trades. And so you just paid for that data. And we know that data is valuable because prop firms sell that data to make extra money on their back end. So we know that data is worth money as well. Challenges you've done have definitely helped me with risk management. I'm just still trying to find my edge. Getting there though. Last week in profit. Nice, John. Last week in profit. Hopefully this week, the next week, and the weeks to come in profit as well. Craig is the GOAT. Craig's an absolute beast. Been a great live. Going to have to go see you all on the charts tomorrow. See you in a bit, Darren. Take care, mate. And by the way, guys, if you do want access to the private group with signals, analysis, courses, community, private funding service, full-time support team, everything you need to profit, then just click the link in the YouTube description. You can gain access to that. Drop me a message and I'll personally respond. Craig just builds walls. Yeah, actually does. But yeah, okay, cool. You know it. Craig, how many Fabius are in the fleet now? Louis, that's good. Okay, let's continue marking the charts. That was funny. Okay, so we do have this level down here. I'm going to move this a bit more across so it's a bit more accurate. I mean, once we gap up, I will be doing my my analysis for tomorrow in the morning as well, sort of readjusting things, because market open will be likely very crazy, and then also Asia session will likely be very crazy as well. So we'll have a very different price action when it comes to charts this morning, and I'll be putting that in the private group in the morning with my full markup. So let's see what we can pull from here though. let's pull this all the way down here. Let's go here. Let's see where the naked point of control is from Friday and a few other things. Let me move this across. Okay, we do have the daily open from Friday as well. So we got daily. Okay, we got a lot of stuff in that zone. That's nice. Okay, so we got value area high plus pre-daily open plus what else do we have? Plus point of control plus 0.786, all in that zone there. Boom. So many wicks there as well. That is a red level. So red levels, I'm looking for sells. Green levels, I'm looking for buyers. Let's get rid of this. I was lines up with the 0.786 in the breakout retest. What's this? Are you looking at this XPR? So let me just pull these across. Are you looking for this level here? Well, let me remove this. Pull this down here. A lot of volume at that level, jeez. Naked point of control. We've already hit. We kind of hit the naked point of control. I think that's too close. We'll likely gap above that. Gap above that on market open. Where is VWAP at? Okay, VWAP's right at price as well. Okay, something definitely to look at. I'm not as confident on this level just because it's so close to price, but it's still golden pocket 0.786 plus high volume node, and it does line up with 4600, which is a big psychological level. I'm doing good. Nice trading, Will. Nice, mate. What strategy are you using? There we go. Let's move this there. Let's move this off there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, got it as potential. Nice XPR. Nah, really good. Definitely, you know, on market open, we will likely take that out. I'd be surprised if we don't. Hello, Mia. Hello. I'd likely be surprised if we don't take that out. Do you think each market session has influence the next market will be doing? Do you mean like London will influence how New York goes, Asia, and they all interact with each other? Is that what you mean, Andy? They show the same. Okay, nice XPR. Got some XPR confluence as well. Yes, definitely. I think something that I do, and I know C-Dog does it, but he does it more like mechanically, is looking at Asia, looking at how Asia performed, you know, for coming into London. And that can give you a really good insight into how the day is going to go. So looking at Asia, looking at how volatile it is, where it moved to, where it looked like it wanted to go, etc., can give you a really good insight into what you can look for the rest of the day. And then also something which is really nice is looking at previous New York sessions. So for example, if you want to trade New York, looking at previous New York sessions can give you a really good inkling of what you can expect during New York. For example, a trade which I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was fairly. I think it was down here. It was a really nice buy position before a huge move, and basically the reasoning behind the trade that I gave in the private group was the past 3 New York sessions. Asia had closed below the VWAP, and New York, if London didn't touch the VWAP, New York would have a very bullish move up into VWAP, and it happened like 3 days in a row this happened, and so that was my basically bias for the day, that we're going to move to the upside because we haven't yet touched VWAP, and so it definitely can be used, definitely. Yeah, it's going to be good, XPR. But yeah, that's something really good. I think a nice little thing to look to add to your trading is VWAP. We saw how strong VWAP was even just last week, very, very strong. And looking at if it's been touched during Asia and during London, if Asia closes away from the VWAP and London doesn't touch the VWAP, chances are New York will move up to VWAP or move down to VWAP because VWAP, volume weighted average price, there's so many orders there. I've forgotten what the name of that actually is. There's a name. What is it? There's like an advanced name for it. I've forgotten what it's called. That's going to bug me. Facts checking previous sessions for the same times is so key. Don't sleep on that. Cole is speaking truth. So appreciate that, Curtis. I appreciate that. Yeah, got some good VWAP bounce. Yeah, VWAP was crazy last week. I mean, VWAP's normally very nice. Again, it's quite an objective level. It's very good. But last week it was so key. I mean, we can put it on here just to highlight the point and zoom in a bit. There we go. I mean, we can see how many bounces. It was better actually on another pair, but we can see how many bounces it had, and when we broke through with substantial volume. It was I mean, look here, like bounce, 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 bounce. This was a trade that was given in the private group. Again, bounce from VWAP, bounce from VWAP, and we break above it. Really, really nice. And this was actually a trade that was given live. It would have been, you can go back on the live streams and look at Wednesday, the 14th of January. Tuesday, the 13th of January, it will have been in the UK. And you can see, you can go back in the group and look at that exact level. And the reasoning we held onto that trade was because it was bouncing above VWAP. And I did say that on a video message I put in the group as well. But yeah, VWAP's really nice. I do like it. Obviously, it doesn't work every time. Nothing works every time, but it's something nice to look at. Boom. What's the difference between VWAP on the chart and VWAP on Fu Manchu? So VWAP on the chart, so VWAP on Fu Manchu has like an algorithm performed on it to turn it into an oscillator. So VWAP down here is an oscillator. A VWAP on your chart isn't an oscillator. It's more similar to like an EMA, let's say. So a lot of people are familiar with EMAs on your chart. That's what VWAP's more similar to, but it's weighted towards volume instead of weighted towards candle, either opens or closes, depending on the settings you've got for the EMA, or highs or lows. So yeah. So this is currently the 30-minute time. The upper sell level you marked for me is point of interest for me. I'm looking to see if it sweeps and potentially push further down to previous low. Sweep lower liquidity before heading back up. Nicely. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. Yeah, this is the level I'm a lot more confident. I'll put this in the private group as well. I'm a lot more confident on this level. I much prefer this. This level is, I mean, it's objectively nice, and I would look at it normally if it was, if I was live during, we're going into a New York session, and prices obviously moving around, then I'd be like, yeah, this looks lovely. But because it's Sunday, we're going into market open, chances are prices are going to gap here, there, everywhere and do some crazy stuff. And I don't really want to be entering a trade straight on market open. That's super risky to do. And so I'm not that confident in it, but I still want to have it on the chart just to see how price interacts with it. And obviously we got the trend line, we got loads of stuff there as well, but we could see sort of bounce here, come down, bounce here, then down like that. I mean, it won't be as clean as that because market open, but it's definitely something to look at. Bullish, the pigeon man. Definitely bullish. That doesn't mean I can't hedge some shorts, but definitely more cautious on shorts than I am of long positions. The wall. The Craig wall. We've got Craig fluence at the level. Love that. Trading wall. Wow. Hello, mate. The wall's up. Yeah. Price. Impossible for price to break that now. It's game over for price. Yes, it will. I think there's so much news around right now, which just is all factoring into gold being bullish. That doesn't mean it can't change, but for now, we can only go off what we've got. Oh yeah, Alex, I'll move down here. So again, price moved so quickly through this area here. I said this on previous lives as well before we came down there. But price moves so quickly through that area. There's not many orders there. There's not much liquidity there. I don't really want to get in the way of that. Okay, seems like a smooth path that prices can just fall straight through. So I don't really want to be entering here. Like, it seems like this is quite a gap away, but again, we can fall through this area very quickly. So just being cautious of that is important as well. Andy, I'll be looking more for buys, yes. Yeah, James, there won't be. Majority of Mondays anyway, very cautious. See how the market opens, see what we're looking at, come up with a plan, and just try and get in touch with the market. Something which is very, 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 a very good idea. Something which I do, and then also one of the best scalpers in the world. He trades on the same trading floor as me in Dubai a lot. I found out that he does a very similar thing. And what it is when you first come to the charts, or you're first starting off the week, mark up levels and like start looking for trades. Don't enter them, and just see if you're in line with the market, okay? See if you're aligned with the market. So at the start of the week, at the start of your day, start looking at price and try and start anticipating it. Try and get aligned with what price wants to do. Why are buyers pushing it up? Why are they trying to protect this level? Why are sellers pushing it down? Why are they trying to protect this level? What can we see previously? And try and just get aligned with what the market is doing first. And then, if you're not aligned and everything you're doing just isn't aligned with what price is doing, then you haven't lost any money, and you can stay out for that day. It's fine. But when you are aligned, you can enter the trades that come for the rest of that day with unbelievable confidence. It's really nice to do. It gets you it gets you aligned with price action. Love that, Craig. I look forward to seeing it. Yes, Alan. So basically, with my fixed volume range profile, I look for an area of price action that's going sideways, consolidation, accumulation, whatever you want to call it. And then I just pull my fixed volume range across it. So we can see, I've had this on for quite a while now, but we can see price is going sideways. I put my fixed volume range across it. That's it. I don't do anything super special. I simply just find rectangular bit of price action, or where I think it's going to consolidate, where I think it's going to be rectangle, and then I just slap it over it. Lower 5/1 minute. Do you mean this here? So we've kind of already broken out of it, really. Like, just as markets were closing on Friday, we've kind of broke out and retested it to the upside. Literally closing dead on the VWAP from last week. I mean, we're really starting the week at a very neutral point. We're not really at an extreme point. So yeah, definitely be careful. To everyone watching this, definitely be careful come market open. I know you want to get back into some trades, and I know you want to start making money early on in the week to set you up for a nice week. But just remember, be patient. What the hell was that? We've got, do you guys hear that sound? We've got a lot of, we've got plenty of trade opportunities coming throughout the rest of this week. There's no need to rush into it, okay? Let markets open, let them go a bit crazy, sit back, relax, take a look, and then once we're fully, in price action and the week's fully underway, then you can start executing. Don't jump in and just sort of start the week on a bad foot. I actually don't know. Has someone figured? I think someone's figured something out. Did you guys hear that? That scared the living daylights out of me. That actually terrified me. Do you ever use anchored? Graham, quick explanation. Graham, anchored VWAP is amazing. So anchoring at, have I got it in my tools at the top? No, I don't. I actually haven't used it in a long time. So anchored VWAP is basically, where is it? I haven't used anchored VWAP in so long. Okay, here we go. Yeah, anchored VWAP. Basically, what you can do with anchored VWAP is you can anchor it from a specific point. So, for example, we can anchor VWAP there. Like we'll make it a really like dark color so you guys can see it, and we'll make it really thick. There we go. So anchored VWAP, what it basically does is, so VWAP normally resets at the start of each day, but anchored VWAP, you can place it from specific key points. So a great thing to do is place it from really important highs or really important lows. For example, the all-time high. That's a really good place to put it. And instead of VWAP resetting at the end of each day, it basically just continues on from wherever you put it to. I don't use it anymore. I used to use it a lot though. There was a point in my trading where, like, I still love VWAP, but I was like, VWAP's the key, this, that, and the other. I had about 17 anchored VWAPs from every single low and high known to mankind, and everything like that. I don't do that anymore, but I still see the strength in it. Brother's got a clapping virus. What was that? Can I create limit when markets close on VT Star Trader? Looks like not, but check it. You should be able to, Jono. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, no, you can't actually. No, that makes sense. You can't because there's no order book. The order book isn't moving to put it into. Hi, Max, can you please elaborate how you are using VWAP from VManchu to correctly spot divergences on a lower time frame? It's when price goes in one direction and VWAP goes in the opposite. Yeah, Nick, that is exactly it. When VWAP, which is this yellow line here, some brokers won't allow you from the first 5 minutes. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, Craig's answered that. But, yeah, VWAP, so basically, when VWAP goes up, but price comes down, that's a divergence. When VWAP goes down and price comes up, that's a divergence. So, I mean, there isn't really a divergence here. We can go to all-time high, actually, and we can see that VWAP has come down a lot, and VWAP's actually under the zero line, but price has made a new high. And so VWAP, it takes time, a bit of time to really learn and spot, and the best way to do that is to go back on your chart, look at key highs and key lows, and then look at what VWAP looks like during that period of time. Craig, that is in the group. I go to answer a question. It's hilarious in Discord. I go to answer. I'm like racing Craig to answer it. Lady hates, that's funny. But yeah, it literally, like, I'm racing Craig to answer questions. But yeah, hello Nico. Hello. But yeah, so nice little plan. I think overall, wait for market to open, see what craziness we're in for. This level here, I'm not as confident in. This one here, I really like. This one is just to basically see what price does. And then a nice buy position from down here. Craig, I don't doubt it. But yeah, so let me know if you've got any questions, guys. And I'm wishing you all a great week going into price action. Craig's a beast. I mean, very knowledgeable, super nice guy, and yeah, sharing his wisdom inside the community as well. We got Craig, we've got Leon, we've got Greg, we've got WizKid, we've got Cedar Arg, we've got Adam, Ben, all of these people who are, amazing traders who are also giving their insight in the group, sharing trades, sharing analysis, and supporting the group. So you really have got the best people who want you to succeed inside the community. Like no other community has a Craig. I mean, that's the good one. I appreciate that trading wall. Brandon's lists. Can't be forgetting Brandon. And by the way, Brandon on his keeps me updated with how his mentorship's going as well, and that's doing very, very, very well. So that's really, really good as well. Looking forward to some more live streams from Brandon as well. So yeah, that's really good. There is a herd of goats in the group. Craig is definitely one of them. I agree with that, Jono. I agree with that. Good Jay isn't on the call. You would have had a hiss if Max didn't mention. Obviously, Jay is what we got so many. Who said that? Like Jono said, we've got a herd of goats in the group, and Jay is obviously a beast as well. He's been more, and I think this is important as well, he's been more in the background lately, just dialing in with everything. He's been going through a not like an awful situation with work. You know, he's trying to go full time. He's made well over 6 figures trading since joining the group, and he wants to go full time, but the Navy isn't letting him go full time. So he's trying to figure that situation out. More goats than Clarkson's farm. Love that. What's that? Is there a target for how many trades I need to make within a specific? No, Andy. Andy, there's no need for any of that. If you're with the private funding service inside the private group, if you don't trade for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, months, like there's no minimum trading days, nothing like that. You can take a month off trading and just come straight back to it. There's no penalty there. Thanks for all the guidance. All good, Alan. You do a Trump. Okay, so it's been good to have you on the live as well, mate. Some very good input. That's brilliant. Okay, guys, I think we'll finish up the live there. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone's hyped and ready for an amazing week. I do appreciate everyone tuning in. Definitely some amazing insight tonight. Really, really, really good. And if you do want to join the private group where we've got all of the goats from Clarkson's farm, apparently, and signals analysis courses, private community, private funding service, just the best resources you can really find in the trading space, and you can't find these types of resources anywhere else, then there is a link on the YouTube description. So just click that, drop me a message, I'll personally respond, and we'll get you involved in the private group. Anyway, guys, take care, have an amazing rest of your night, and let's have an absolutely amazing week. Let's continue with what happened on Friday. Saw some record profits on Friday. Let's continue it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all in a bit. See you in a bit, Heath, and good luck with your running as well. Definitely keep us updated. See you in a bit, John. See you in a bit, Leanne. See you in a bit, Alan. XPR, Craig, the man, the myth, the legend. Susie, Nisi, Graham, Drew, Philip, Jono, like always, Andy, Ton. A lot of people on tonight. Really, really, really good. Take care, guys. Have a great